Is it done? I don't know. It's to a point where I can walk away from it and let it sit for a while. And that's okay because I've got another piece of poster board and I've got all kinds of new supplies. Let me see here. More tweezers. I've got these razor knives, a set of razor knives, this glass thing I can use to set the adhesive sheets on and do more detailed work, because all I had on that was a pair of scissors and tweezers. And then I got a whole nother package. So that's what I got for that. I'm not going to show a work in progress with this. I'm going to do you see this, and then when I'm done, I'll let you see it. Another $100, and I'll be able to buy all the rest of the supplies for the stand-up wash tub base. I just need the wash tub and the lumber. About $100 in it would pay for all that. That I would show as a work in progress. And then I want to start making little mini shillelaghs. I used to do them a long time ago. Nice ones. I'd make the traditional ones. They were tiny, like 9 inches long, with eyelets in the handle and a lanyard with a grip, so you could use them like a nunchuck. Interesting. I'd make the traditional looking ones that look like a burly, twisty piece of wood. And like my friend had a ball peen hammer he'd use for self-defense, have it in his sleeping bag with him when he was sleeping, so he could pull out that ball peen hammer and start whacking somebody if they started putting the boots to him. So I copied one of those. It was interesting looking. It had the lanyard and the handle. You could use it like a nunchuck, but it had all kinds of protrusions that somebody could grab a hold of and gain control of it, so it wasn't practical. It looked nifty, but wasn't practical. So I started making these little mini billy clubs. Real simple, almost like a club part and a handle part with a round handguard. And I drill a hole through the bottom of the handle, and I could run a lanyard through it, through the eyelet. And I was using automotive tubing, rubber tubing, and I'd run the lanyard through the tubing, and then I'd have a piece that you could run your hand through. So it was wrapped around your wrist. You could have a handle, and you could use it like a nunchuck. I was doing all kinds of nifty stuff. I was drilling a hole into it and dumping lead BBs in it and plugging it, with wood glue and a wooden plug. Whittled where it would fit perfect, sanded down, so it was recoilless, weighted and recoilless. And you could just have it in your pocket and loop it around your wrist, and the whole nunchuck thing, because you could hold the handle, and the handle would be, the bottom of the handle would be in the cup of your hand, and it'd be like a nunchuck, and you could like practice with it, and you could stop your swing just before you hit the target and whip it down to the target in quadruple the speed. And with the BBs in there, it made it into a recoilless, just thunk. It wouldn't bounce back. It would just hit. All the force would go into the target. Nasty. Think about making those. They're fun to play with. Good weapon, too. Not deadly per se, but yeah. And around here, you can carry anything. You can walk down the street with a sword strapped to your waist. So, little billy club, no big deal. Might start making them and put them in somebody's shop on consignment. They're nice enough. And they're just fun to make. So I'll show myself making those. I'm making one now, actually. Not that good a piece of wood. I just grabbed what I could get my hands on. I have to actually buy some nice hickory. But that's it. This is while I'm just doing this, if I don't go on a new adventure anytime soon, that's all I got is the Bike Just Art Studio, and I'm going to try to come back from this kind of like, it went downhill pretty bad. The headaches got so bad that it just wore me down. The headaches had been bad for like 5 months, but after months and months of it, just wore me down. To where I was just laying there with my eyes closed and gritting my teeth all day, and I wasn't really sleeping, I wasn't eating. It was miserable. Finally, I got a hold of some pain medication, and that laid me low. Once we got the dosage right, I was totally comfortable, but I was nodding out and sleeping all day, so I hadn't been working out. The opiates will tear your body up. You need to really fight against it. So I'm figuring out how I can eat right and deal with the side effects from it, and I'm building up a tolerance. And coffee is another thing. Lots of coffee to pep you up. I'm going to start working out and try to get myself back a little bit, gain some weight, and get my endurance up. If I get that lump sum, if they award me all the money they've been taking from my check for the last 6 months, I'm going to have like $2,500, and I will buy that e-bike. There's a couple of models I'm looking at from that company, and that would really make it to where I could have a success. You do 70, because all the into New Mexico, all the towns are like 70 miles apart. So I have to have something that at least have that much range. And you can go 70 miles on those things like 4 or 5 hours with a nice long break, too. With the effort that it would take to go 25 miles at 5 miles an hour, okay? You're barely pedaling and you're hauling ass. I want one. If I don't get the lump sum, if they're like, no, that you're burnt on that, but we'll up your check to 900, that all I have to do is save my money for this fall and try to go on the kayak trip. It's iffy though. The idea that I'm going to be alive and healthy 7 months from now, we'll see. All the doctors and medical personnel I'm dealing with are going, nah, dude, you need to prepare yourself. You're in terminal illness, buddy. Don't live in denial, because they keep hitting, are you accepting what's going on here? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm doing this, alternative therapy, and I'm kind of like, well, it's obviously not working. I'm getting sicker and sicker. But my sister's like, nah, you might have extended your life quite a bit by doing it. You might have already been dead if you hadn't been doing this. And she said, it's the headaches. She said, she keeps thinking I'm having migraines because I'm under so much stress. And I am. I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm scared. Okay? That's a lot of pressure. She said, I can see how much pressure you're under. And what you're talking about sounds like migraine. I was having them when I was under a lot of stress. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. So if I could get an appointment with some doctors to get some diagnostics, and it's not a brain tumor, and it is like a neurologist can tell me, yeah, you're having migraines, I could get treatment for the migraines instead of treatment for the pain I'm under. I could lower my dosage of pain medication. Or if it's a brain tumor, I could take medication for that too, to reduce the pressure. We'll see. But if I'm still alive this October and I'm getting $900-something a month, I'm going to save up money and I'm going to buy some upgrades and the supplies I need to do it, to try to give myself a chance of success. And like I said, I'm getting on the Greyhound, because there's no Amtrak around here, to the town where the kayak is at, in New Madrid, and I'm going to do the kayak trip. Could end in disaster. I might collapse on the river and die, but most likely, if I fail, it'll be me barely making it into a town and leaving the kayak on the boat ramp and heading to the emergency room, telling my family what I am stranded. Or maybe I might be able to make it pretty far down the river and rent a storage space and store it, Try to figure out how I'm going to get home then. Greyhound? I don't know. But anyway, I'll let you guys keep informed. I'm going to be showing like my art stuff and my exercise or try to rehabilitation videos to try to get myself back into reasonable shape where I can actually do some another adventure, I'm hoping, I've got my fingers crossed, the money and getting myself in reasonable condition where I can do it. It's all predicated on that. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know what was up. People keep asking me, let us know how you're doing. We're wondering. Okay, I will. Hope you guys have a good day and see you next time.